All right, guys. Oh my goodness, if I don't arch these eyebrows. Ooh, I am ooh, look at them. They are thick. They are thick. I'm gonna run up there and get me some I have eyebrow archers. Guys, I can't be here that long, okay? Because I'm doing some snow rituals and stuff, protection and purification, which is really what we need right now. But I got to tell you something. This, if, okay, listen, I am a very loving and accepting soul. Okay. I am not a mean girl or a bad person or anything like that. But I wanted to show you guys that person that is in the thumbnail of this video. You can see him in the thumbnail. And all I got to say is that they must be walking amongst us. So I'm on my homepage of YouTube, right? And I was headed outside to go and smoke a cigarette. And I stumbled across this video about a horrible crime that was committed over in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Something is not right about the way this person that is in the thumbnail looks. Something ain't right about it. Okay. Something is inhuman about that. Something's inhuman about the way that he looks. Something ain't right about that. I shared it to my community wall. You guys can also look at the video that details this person's crime that he committed against his ex-girlfriend. How in the hell does that thing have an ex-girlfriend? How? How? I had to make comment on that. Something is not quite right about the way that he looks. I know that as God's children, we all can look different. But something is not right about the way is it just me that's seeing this? And I believe that it's using black as a disguise. Black people don't look like that. Okay. You can tell that just like me. I have black features, right? I have full lips. I have a, you know, noticeable nose. It's obvious that I have African origin, but also Native American. We have like 30, 40 something percent Cherokee in my family, along with other, a few things mixed in. Okay. I know because uh all of my kinfolk, uh and I'll be taking my DNA test very soon. But it's 40% Cherokee, and it's probably more me because I of my father's DNA. So I'm not trying to stand in judgment of people with black features. Something is not quite right about the way that that person looks. Okay, that's in that thumbnail. Something ain't right about that. Mm-mm. How the hell that thing managed to have an ex-girlfriend to assault is weird to me because it doesn't look human. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Okay? I gotta say it. I gotta say it. It doesn't look human. Okay? Something ain't right with that. I know that there's a lot of people that look unique. Something is not right about that person. Go look at the video that I shared, the news article that I shared about how I stumbled upon it, because normally I wouldn't be looking at stuff like that. It's a news article. It's some kind of creature. Whatever that is not human. Whatever it is, it's not human. Okay. That looked like something that somebody spawned and possibly put on that woman that he assaulted. Okay. Listen, whether or not you suspect that that person is inhuman or human, when you have broken up with your ex, with an exception of those of you that unfortunately have babies and children by those men, do not let them in your house and in your personal space. An ex is an ex for a reason. Stop meeting up and talking to your exes. What is compelling people to do this? I have no idea. Stop trying to find a listen. Once a person is an ex, that is it. There's nothing more to talk about. Notice in the video of the news report, the lady stated that this was his ex-girlfriend. He broke into her house. Also, another thing that Spirit is telling me is that y'all have got to up the ante on your protection. This woman in Michigan is still healing from her very serious wounds. He beat her, raped her with a curling iron that was plugged in, beat her up, bashed her upside her head a bunch of times with a damn ashtray, which is a blunt object. He was trying to kill her. Luckily, she escaped. And I'm gonna send her some healing energy too, if Spirit sees fit. You know, because we don't be getting in folk business that we don't have nothing to do with, honestly. Okay. But I'm pretty sure my spirits are gonna be, you know, sending her some healing energies and stuff. Y'all gotta up the ante on y'all protection. Y'all need to understand that protection is out there for you. That maniac in the thumbnail busted into that girl's house and damn near killed her. And it don't even look human. Whatever that is not human. Whatever it is. You have got to understand that people are conjuring shit that looks like it's all right. And that's why I was telling y'all about dating these random people. Stop dating these random fucking people. Now, I understand that there's different realities, different realms that we all live in. All of us don't live in the same reality. I have never seen anything that looked like that man. Never. But I do know that innocent people live in these alternate realities, these paradoxes that y'all need to get the hell out of. And in those certain paradoxes, there is this darkness, there is this evil that exists amongst the men, but also some of the women in y'all reality that causes things like that to happen. Y'all have got to stop dealing with random fucking people, because that random person, and again, I don't know how in the hell something ain't right with that dude. You should be able to tell by looking at him that something ain't right. You are not living in the reality that you're supposed to be in. You are living in a paradox. I've been on this earth for a long time, and I can honestly say I have never seen nothing that's ever looked like that in my goddamn life. And I've been here for 48 years. And I've seen lots of people, grocery stores. I've been out to nightclubs before, concerts. I've watched all kind of TV and the news, and I have never seen anything that looks anything like that in my life. And I'm wondering, it's got to be some kind of black magic at play for that woman to even date him, because it's a part of your DNA to do facial recognition. You would think that he would be lucky that somebody even spoke to him, because he looks so inhuman. And if you notice, the way he beat that woman was very inhuman. Y'all better get your damn protection on fleek. I'm talking about to the point. Let me tell y'all about my protection. If a creature from the Black Lagoon was headed to any of my people or me to do any harm, literally my spirits, my protection defies the laws of fucking physics and everything else. It would have been airborne, or either it would have been stuck like goddamn Chuck. It would have fell on a goddamn fucking a stick through its goddamn heart. And whatever it is able to survive on this planet, on some kind of realm of reality, to even be able to exist within the planet Earth, to make it to the goddamn news. Stop messing around with these random ass people. Everybody want to talk about how evil witchcraft is. Notice how they do that. But you know what? Have you ever seen practical magic, which I'm getting ready to go up here and get deep into this work, okay, that I got to do today. I got to, yeah. Uh, you remember when Sally wished upon and created her husband and he came to her? Y'all have got to understand that that is protection. That's protection for you. You don't know what the fuck is out there. I'm not talking about just a man that got problems, family problems. I'm talking about what reality do you live in? Were you, what was it random? Was it a situation to where you got pulled into an alternate reality to where something like that exists and walks amongst us? I do know that innocent people live and dwell within that reality. So I'm not saying that everything that walks in these alternate realities are bad. I think that they pull people into those realities so that they can torture them, so that they can hurt them because they're not human. Something is not right about that dude in that picture. And it is a fucking perversion of what a human being should look like. I'm not even talking about the crime that that thing committed. I'm talking about just the general disposition and the positioning of that person's face. And the way he tried to mangle that woman, the way the violence that he committed to that woman that almost killed her. She's lucky to be alive. Something ain't right with that. Okay. And usually with creatures like that, they don't have what normal human beings have, which is self preservation. They said that it was shot several times. They go and they go and they go and they keep going and going and going and going until somebody has to shoot it down because it's not a human. Something is wrong with that. And ain't nothing that looked like that allowed in my reality. No, no, no. That's why I ain't never seen nothing like that before. And I believe that our ancestors, at least my ancestors and a lot of other people's ancestors, I believe that they protected us generations ago. Some of us haven't been protected, but some of us got protection from stuff that looked like that because something ain't right with that person. I don't care what nobody fucking says. Kiss my ass. You can say, oh, Jamila, well, you can't judge him. You ugly and da 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 da. Hey, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Let me tell you something. Something is not right about that. All right, I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye.